Hello, everyone, and welcome to another HTL match here in week 2. We have two teams who both lost in week 1. And so one team here is going to go 1-1. One team here is going to unfortunately go 0-2. We're going to find out who that is here shortly between the Glitterati and Bear Essentials. Let's bring them in. I don't even know who's answering for what teams. I should have asked that before I started the recording, but that is okay. On Glitterati, we have Billy and Carly back. On Bear Essentials, we have Louise, and then we have Chris, and then we have Viver. And our first category tonight is sports, everyone's favorite.
Ugh.
HCC are going to be the
Who are our actual answer givers tonight?
Gracie, you want to do it?
Am I answering?
How did we think about
Yeah,
this?
you're the final answer.
No. Do we care?
Sure.
Please, basically,
Viber,
just
do you
when we
care?
have an answer log, just say final
I
answer.
can do it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Cool, Chris and Viver. Yes, make sure you say final answer. That will lock in your answer
So,
in your time.
We're not using anything
do I
on
have
this,
to write-
right?
Do I have to? I don't have to write this down, do I?
No, you're good.
You're good.
No, but you need it for the bonus round, so have your pen and paper.
But remember, try and keep our hands in frame as best as possible. Foster will police that better than I will because I'm going to be asking the questions. All right, no one's going to use any powers, it seems like, here in the first question, so we will kick it off with the Glitterati. Here is your first question in sports. Which school was the lowest seed to ever win the NCAA men's basketball tournament? 30 seconds.
Absolutely zero.
I don't know shit about basketball.
We just talked about not knowing shit about basketball before this even started.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, literally.
This kind of sucks.
Name a shitty college basketball.
15 seconds.
Sorry.
You're the only one that knows basketball. Come on.
I'm trying to think.
10 seconds.
Purdue sounds right.
Sure, I like that.
Sure.
Purdue, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Any clue?
All right. I have no clue. I think they were like a 6 seed. For some reason, USC is in the back of my mind, and I have no clue why.
5 seconds.
USC. USC, final answer.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Villanova.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
duh, of course.
Of course,
Like-
guys, come on.
Was that Brunson and stuff like that?
It might have been, yeah.
So
Villanova.
familiar with Villanova.
I have not looked. I didn't know they won the championship. I just knew
Yeah, they did.
That's an Italian restaurant right up the road from me.
For real.
That's
All right,
expensive.
To Bear Essentials, here is your question. Which school has had the most number 1 seeds to start the NCAA men's basketball tournament?
Okay.
There's a few here. There's like UNC, Gonzaga, Duke. There's a few that we could pick from, but I don't know which.
I was like UCLA, but I'm like, it's not even a school that does basketball. That's
10
the
seconds.
university, right?
Yeah, no. That
Just
is-
give
that
me
is-
one, Benji. Just give me one,
I don't
Benji.
know.
I don't know. You
Duke.
could go for UCLA. You could go for UCLA.
Duke, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
I would have said.
That's who I would have
I would have
said.
said Duke.
Damn it.
UCLA has done good enough.
I don't know what Gonzaga is.
5 seconds.
Do UCLA.
Gonzaga, final answer.
The answer was said amongst you, but it was not said as a final answer. We were looking for the rival to Duke, of course. UNC Chapel
North
Hill.
Carolina.
I would have said Duke.
We're so good with sports, you guys. Round of
And now we're
applause.
done with it.
Good job. Good start. Good start.
We'll
Fox
play 11
Sports.
categories tonight instead.
We ate up.
That was a test off.
This is not going to be great for Blake's rates.
Food and drink.
Ooh.
Interesting.
The only thing I know about this is hot girls gotta eat. So let's do it.
How we do.
Any powers being used?
I'm tempted, but I think no.
I think so.
No, yeah.
All right, we'll go to Glitterati with your first question in food and drink. It is, which pasta is named after the Italian word for butterflies due to its distinctive shape?
Isn't it like bow? What's the bow?
Is it bow tie?
The bow tie one, but I feel like does it have a proper Italian name? I only know it as bow tie.
I only know
light as they
bow tie
come.
too.
15
I
seconds.
only know it is bow tie. Bow tie. Final answer. I don't fucking know.
That's incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
It's
Alright,
farfalle,
It's
isn't it?
farfalle. Farfalle.
Farfalle,
Oh,
final answer.
whatever.
We have no Italians.
What? Wait, everyone was talking at once.
Farfalle, final answer.
That is correct.
Mhm.
And you're on the board. And here's your question to sweep the category. Which pasta's name comes from the Italian word meaning little tongues?
Looks like a tongue.
Looks like a tongue. What
Could
are the
it-
little ones?
Could it be? I'm not trying to be funny. Could it be like a linguine or tagliatelle? I think it's
Macaroni.
linguine.
Could it be macaroni?
I think it's linguine.
10 seconds.
It's
So what is it, Weiss?
thin. Linguine.
Linguine, final answer.
Great answer, Louise. That is correct.
It's thin. It's the thinnest of the flat pastas.
Good job, Louise.
Good job.
And
I
we get
know
to the next
food.
category of geography.
Oh, they do.
Must be that new geography.
The new geography, anyone using their extra time or their doubler.
No.
Nope.
All right. To the Glitterati to get you on the board, here is your question. Other than Vatican City, there are only 2 countries that are entirely surrounded by another country. Name one of them.
It's not Monaco, is it?
I feel like it could be. That was like the one that came to my.
That's the one
15
that comes
seconds.
to my mind because it's so small. It's
Yeah.
Monaco.
Monaco. Final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Lesotho is
Marino.
entirely within
Hmm?
South Africa. I
Lesotho
believe.
and San Marino are the 2, I think.
Yeah,
Weiss,
Lesotho.
which one?
San Marino
Lesotho?
and Lesotho.
Lesotho.
All right,
Is
any
it
answer?
Lesotho, not Lesotho?
It's that they know
Whatever.
what it
It's the
is.
same
I'll say
thing, it's a
Lesotho.
pronunciation.
Lesotho, final answer.
You had both of them. Good job. All right, to sweep another category, here is your question to Bear Essentials. Other than Vatican City, there are 2 other cities known as city-states, or cities whose borders make up the entirety of that country. Name one of them.
Monaco,
Luxembourg?
Singapore. I
Luxembourg?
don't think it's a city state.
Luxembourg is a city-state, I think.
Is it?
Luxembourg, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I will defer to the Europeans.
15 seconds.
I thought it. Okay, Luxembourg is. I think.
Luxembourg, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Okay, she said Monaco. Do we just want to roll with that? They said, pardon me, I'm so sorry, Louise.
You're fine.
Classic. Yeah.
Monaco?
5 seconds.
Monaco. Final answer.
Yeah, Louise had both of them.
Mm.
Singapore and Monaco.
Sorry.
I should have said it out loud.
And Blake, when you watch this, credit that PPG to Louise.
I'm like Luxembourg seems like I always thought Luxembourg, but it might be the borders that screw
I think
me.
it's because
Okay.
Luxembourg has a capital, so I was like, I don't know if it's a city.
Well,
We go to
Luxembourg-
movies.
Whatever. No, I'm dumb. I'm clown. It's okay.
Whoa.
How are we feeling about movies, boys?
I feel
No,
like
We'll
no.
try.
Okay,
We'll try our best.
I hate movies.
Yeah.
All right, everyone hates it, so we're gonna not use anything. Here is your question to Glitterati. In the 2025 Prime Video film, You're Cordially Invited, Will Ferrell plays opposite this actress as they compete to give their respective loved ones the perfect wedding at a double-booked venue. 30 seconds.
Benji, you look confident.
I have not even heard of this.
Oh.
15 seconds.
I have no idea, but Cameron Diaz. Final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
I have also not even heard of this.
Oh.
Choose a woman from a rom-com. Anne
Nothing.
Hathaway, Kate Hudson, Reese Witherspoon.
Clock it,
Yeah.
Melissa
Kate
McCarthy.
Hudson. Kate Hudson. Final answer.
You're not going to believe this, but the answer was said by Louise a second ago, but it was not. It was Reese
Fuck, I
Witherspoon.
almost said her too. I should have.
Come on, Reese.
I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if it was Reese Witherspoon? I need to
Okay,
stop.
Miss
Maybe
Witherspoon.
we should have gotten a fucking answer power.
Now I need to look this movie up. Though.
I didn't know. I
Yeah,
just went like,
that's what-
who's in rom
Was it a
that I
good?
like?
Was it a good movie?
You
Be
can ask Lee
honest.
Farrell, who wrote these questions.
This is a
All right,
long
here is 2 Bear Essentials. In the 2025 Netflix film Back in Action, Jamie Foxx co-stars with this actress as they play former CIA spies whose identities have been compromised.
I haven't
Cameron
seen it.
Diaz. Who was it? Who said it
Would
was
she be a
Cameron Diaz?
Netflix actress?
I don't think she'd be on
15
Netflix.
seconds.
I don't know. What would you? I don't know the answer. Reese
10
Witherspoon.
seconds.
Fine. Cameron Diaz, final answer.
That's
That
crazy.
I'm
is-
so
That's
fucking
crazy.
pissed because I
That's
knew that.
crazy.
Correct.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's so.
That's
Oh, I'm so
crazy.
pissed. I knew that. Oh.
That's crazy.
Oh, Reese, you
That's
ate that.
so
You ate
funny.
that.
That's Did you
Queen. Weapon. I mean, parent.
We're changing our
Yes.
name to the Louise Essentials.
This is
And
about
that'll
the
be
time
going
of the
to the
season.
that'll be
At
going
something
to
like
we
this.
just- At what point do we just use to double her and say fuck it? Because I feel like we're killing it.
This is the point in the season where I usually get DMs like, "Are we sure that everyone's playing by the book?"
Just let me spitball every actress I can.
Yep. All right, we head to the next category, which is the celebrity mashup.
No, I'm good on powers, to be honest.
Yeah.
We could use extra time, but I feel like we got it pretty easily last time.
We could use.
I feel like this is a good time to use extra time, if any. Unless
What'll it be?
comes along.
Make up your mind.
Just play it out. No biggie. Don't worry.
All right, no powers to be used. To the Glitterati. Here is your celebrity mashup. Name the 2 celebrities mashed up in this photo.
Ew.
What the
That's an ugly whatever.
Oh my god. Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's like a young
15 seconds.
actress, like a photo taken in the 2000s.
It's not like Iggy or Fergie on the outside, is it?
No.
8 seconds.
I have fucking Billy Ray Cyrus and Fergie. Final answer. I have
That
no
is
fucking idea.
incorrect. 15 seconds to
I
steal.
know this is crazy.
I think-
It's giving me J-Lo.
But
J-Lo,
it's
too.
what's his face? Who's the guy? It's
Is
the
Pedro Pascal.
Is it DiCaprio?
Pedro
Oh,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal
and
and who?
maybe like Fergie. I don't fucking
Need
know.
I
an
thought it was
answer.
like J-Lo.
Pedro
All right,
Pascal, J-Lo, final answer.
You were halfway there. It is Pedro Pascal, and it is also Kelsey Ballerini.
Who?
She's
a
a
country
country.
star.
She's a country
Yeah,
music star.
the
She
Europeans
plays
were
a-
not going to get the country artist.
I don't know.
I maintain that was J-Lo.
Slay Queen.
She won The Voice.
Kelsey Ballerini and Pedro Pascal should never have children.
All right, the Bear Essentials. Name the 2 celebrities mashed up in this photo.
Oh
Ooh.
my.
Is
this
that
Phoebe Waller-Bridge? No.
is it giving? It's giving maybe Jennifer Lawrence.
I thought it was like Selena Gomez, so we were on all 3 different.
15
Oh wait.
seconds.
I think I see Selena Gomez.
Could Olivia Colman be in this? Like
10
the
seconds.
Someone
I feel
with
like-
a beard.
I'm not sure.
With beard.
Who has a-
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's a goatee.
5 seconds.
Selena Gomez
and who?
I need an answer.
Just pick
Danny
someone.
DeVito.
Pick someone.
Selena.
Williams.
What?
Selena
Just
Gomez,
say it.
Danny DeVito.
Selena Gomez, Danny DeVito, final answer.
Incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
It's the little
Okay.
short Italian guy, Luis. Oh no, what's his name? Oh,
What's he in?
Billy
5
Hands.
seconds to steal.
he's a comedian as well.
Selena Gomez, Benny Blanco. Final answer. I don't know.
Incorrect. We were nowhere near it. Unless it's the person that Carly was just thinking of.
It is. I
This-
know it is.
Parker Posey and Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
Oh, we were
Those
all
were
talking
two?
about this.
Oh,
Parker.
okay. No, I see it now. Yeah.
Girl,
I've
who
never-
are these
I wouldn't have
celebrities?
thought of
Like,
it. Parker
you
Posey.
knew.
I've never heard of
Come on,
Parker
Parker
Posey.
Posey.
It's
I
Parker
thought
Posey.
Posey from
Hometowns
Scream.
Trivia League.
All
Gabriel
right, we head
Fox
to
and
the
Jan,
niche
Parker
category
Posey
round.
and White Lotus.
Oh God, I hope they don't fuck us with this question.
2 points up for grabs here. No power ups can be used. The Glitterati went with 2010's WWE, and here is your question: Who was the guest referee when Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank title shot on Daniel Bryan?
Triple H.
Triple H, final answer.
That is 2 points on the board. Good job.
SummerSlam, baby.
So we're about to get a guest judge question, I think, huh?
And this is to Bear Essentials. They went with MasterChef USA / Canada. So Billy, your country is on the line here. The question is, in season 4 of US MasterChef, what chef blows up when Beth says the cauliflower puree served to firefighters was disgusting?
Natasha, final answer.
That's another 2 points on the board. Good job. Jenny and I have been watching old MasterChef because we
Excuse me?
I've
Fuck
never
you!
seen the old seasons, and we're currently on this season being referenced. So
That's the one Luca won, right?
Yeah,
Okay, Natasha's the one that didn't give the butter.
exactly.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that bitch.
I didn't say anything about the judges to your meal, but I will now.
all right, we head to the bonus round. You do not need pen and paper today for this one. We are doing a shootout, season 1 style, which basically none of you were there for that except for Billy. So the way this will work is in this particular question, there are 20 correct answers to the question. You'll go back and forth for 5 rounds, providing me answers, and whoever gets the most right in those 5 rounds will win the bonus round. If it's tied, we'll just keep going until someone wins. And yeah, and you'll have 15 seconds per team to give me an answer. I'll read the question twice, and then I'll throw it right over to Glitterati with their 15 seconds. And here's the question. Name the last 20 unique people / groups coined by People Magazine as Person of the Year. You cannot name someone twice, even if they were named twice. Once again, name the last 20 unique people / groups coined by People Magazine as Person of the Year. You cannot name someone twice, even if they were named twice. 15 seconds to Glitterati begins now.
Trump is the last one. So
Donald Trump, final answer.
That is correct. 15 seconds
so
to Bear
unfortunate.
Essentials.
I think one of the ones before was Zelensky.
Okay.
Yeah,
Vladimir
that makes sense.
Zelensky.
Zelensky, final answer.
Tied up. Back to Glitterati.
Anthony Fauci.
Anthony Fauci, final answer.
That is, I believe, incorrect. Looking for it. Don't see it. Still don't see it.
Nope.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds.
Was Angela
one of them
Merkel
was-
ever Person of the Year?
Maybe, but there was a COVID one. It was like frontline workers for the
Okay.
groups, like during the COVID pandemic. So like
Just
COVID
frontline workers?
like COVID workers, like
Frontline
healthcare
COVID workers?
Yeah.
Final answer?
That is incorrect.
Is Obama one of them?
What?
Would Obama be one?
In the last unique 20. Yeah.
Barack Obama, final answer.
That is correct. 15 seconds.
Was Hillary Clinton one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hillary Clinton, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds.
Oh,
So it's both. Okay, so next one. It's both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, final
Both
answer.
of them.
That is
Well, what?
correct.
Okay,
Yep,
perfect.
Fuck.
I think we're thinking of time when it was people.
Maybe.
oh, that makes sense.
Maybe I'll say Angela Merkel. Why not? You know? Let's go with Miss Angela Merkel. Final
Final
answer.
answer. That is correct.
I knew it.
Completely-
Germany.
To completely break the theme of people we're talking about here, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, final answer.
And you have won the bonus round. Good job.
Job.
Obama was such a given. We should have said
Was-
that.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
Greta the little?
Greta Thunberg one.
Greta
Greta
Thunberg, yeah.
Yeah, so here's who we had. We had in order that I have it written here. I guess it's in order most recent. Yeah. So Trump, who actually got it twice. Taylor Swift, Zelensky, Elon Musk, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Greta Thunberg, the Guardians, journalists who face persecution, and then the Silence Breakers / Me Too, Angela Merkel, Ebola fighters, Pope Francis, Barack Obama, the protester, Mark Zuckerberg, Ben Bernanke, Vladimir Putin, all of us,
Yep.
the Good Samaritans, and then good old George W.
This is a bit of a shite list.
It is.
I don't like this list at all.
Yeah, I think the frontline workers was Time Magazine.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
People does clarify they are not going for positive necessarily, but they're just going for most influential person.
Oh.
How am I influential? They named me.
How is Vladimir Putin influential?
I mean, he's pretty influential.
Well, Julie?
Yeah,
All right, well, we head back into the game. In the second half, it's now a much closer game, 6-5. Everyone has all of their powers still, and we go into the back half of the game, starting with the category of brands.
Ooh.
I have one fear. And it's brands.
What's that?
Okay, well then we're not using our power.
All right, let's get right to it. To Glitterati. Which major U.S. retail company filed for bankruptcy in January 2000 after over a century in business?
Well,
Think of retail companies in the 1900s. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm from Canada. Is this
10
some sort
seconds.
of tech company? Like old?
Didn't Trump bankrupt a couple times?
Yeah, like 6.
5 seconds.
Bell, final answer.
Incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
I don't know. Part of me thinks this is like a department store brand.
It wouldn't be like Tesco after moving to Europe,
5
right?
seconds.
No, like Sainsbury's. I don't.
Need an answer.
Sainsbury's, final answer.
No, this is Montgomery Ward. Tips of
Yeah.
Armstrong.
Darn.
Yeah,
Obviously.
we're obviously right there. All right, over to Bear Essentials. Your question in brands. In 2000, Time Warner merged with what other company to form what was, at the time, the largest media merger in history?
Oh my god, I think I know this.
Is this what turned into Warner Brothers? Is that what happened there?
I think so.
Yes.
15 seconds.
I do know this.
5 seconds.
Do you have anything, Lise?
I was thinking it was like AT&T, but Warner Brothers
Alright, need
also
an
makes sense.
AT&T? AT&T, final answer?
Incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Largest media. So
Warner Brothers.
Fox?
If we're going
Is it,
off of
is it Fox? Would
Is
that
it
be?
5
Fox?
seconds.
What?
Fox, maybe? I'm not sure.
Fox, final answer.
No, man, if anyone gets either of these questions right, I'll be shocked all week. The answer is AOL.
Oh, God, no.
Wait.
Well,
You can tell that an old person wrote these.
yeah, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Mm.
All right, we head to a category that I know that you're all familiar with in some way, shape, or form. This is reality television.
We're not about to double on this again, are we?
I'll let
It's up to
Oh,
you.
y'all make the call.
What else are we going to double on?
Yeah, we're coming
Let's
to the end now.
double. Let's double.
Bear
Do we
Essentials
have
will
a double?
We want to save in case
Yes.
music comes up.
Do we want to, like, I know music might come up, but there's a couple other things that might come up, Chris, but are you, like, this is probably...
I mean, this is probably something that I'm better at than music. So.
Then let's
If you want to double, go for
let's
it.
do it. Let's do it.
Fuck it. We all double it up.
All right, tons of points up for grabs. Both teams doubling. To Glitterati to start us off. Here is your question. In 2003, the Fox dating show Mr. Personality aired with only 5 episodes. Which former center of a White House scandal served as its host?
Is it Bill Clinton?
I mean, that would make sense.
The Monica Lewinsky scandal? I don't know, though, to be honest with you.
Former center of a White House scandal served as its host.
15 seconds.
Or is it
Bill-
Monica Lewinsky?
Go with that. Yeah.
Mr. Personality. Would that be a woman?
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Sure, probably. Yeah, Monica Lewinsky. Final answer.
You almost talked yourself out of it, but that's 2
Good
points for you. Good
job.
job.
Hell
Oh, I
yeah!
wish they
It's
talked
always a
about
woman.
All right, to hold serve on the double point reality TV round to Bear Essentials, NBC's Ready for Love was canceled and moved to online viewing after airing for only 2 episodes. Which former Desperate Housewife was the host?
Okay, so we have Eva Longoria, Marsha Cross, Terry Hatcher, and Prison Lady.
I mean, this feels like something Eva Longoria would do. Ready for
15
Love?
seconds.
Yeah, she was the youngest, she was the hottest.
10 seconds.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Eva Longoria, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Good job.
Thank God.
Good job, everyone.
All right, we got a good game here heading to the last few categories. Category number 9 is going to be science.
That's nope.
Yeah.
Both teams still have their double dip and their extra 15
I
seconds.
feel like this is also one I could have doubled on, but because it went
What
well
is-
last time for us. But
What
we
is a
can't.
double dip?
Double dip means you can give me 2 answers when you're answering.
Oh, thank you. Should we or no?
We can
We
decide
can-
when you
yeah.
read the question, correct, Josh?
Yeah, on the double
Mhm.
dip. Yeah, you let me know
Yeah.
now about the extra 15 seconds, though.
No, we're good. I'm done.
Alrighty, everyone is good. Here is the question to the Glitterati. What is the name of the organelle in plant cells responsible for photosynthesis by converting sunlight into chemical energy?
Is it chlorophyll? I don't like.
That's what came to my mind too. So if
Did-
it's not, I don't know
If
what
it's
else.
not chlorophyll, should we double dip?
I don't know.
I don't know
we
what else we
anything
would say.
else, so
If I'm gonna be so mad. Chlorophyll.
Don't
Final
go for
answer.
it, baby.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds of steel.
I think it's the chloroplast.
It is the chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Okay,
Yes.
chloroplast, final answer.
Yeah, it is the chloroplast.
Ah.
So
Chlorophyll
close.
is like the color, I think.
Yeah,
that
that's
turns it
that's
green.
like the pigment, but the plast is the structure itself.
Mhm.
Okay, rock. Smart people.
A great steal. And now to sweep the category, here is your
And
science
she's a
question.
fucking scientist. Like,
What is the name of the specialized pores on leaves that regulate gas exchange?
Stomata.
Stomata?
Mm-hmm.
Stomata, final answer.
Stomata is correct.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good one,
Plant
Benji. I would
gay.
have guessed that. Yeah.
We head to the next
Yeah,
category.
scientist. It's not
Just
fair.
the rest of television.
What the hell?
All right, we jump right in. Here is the question to Glitterati. Kenan Thompson has been a regular cast member on SNL for 22 seasons, who has had the second highest number of seasons as a regular cast member at 14.
Do we know more? Oh, like multiple SNL people.
Bobby Moynihan is the first one that came to mind.
We could also
Who?
double dip on this one.
Bobby Moynihan.
Okay, we're double dipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crockett, and then what was the name, Billy?
Bobby Moynihan.
Bobby Moynihan.
Bobby Moynihan.
Moynihan.
What Billy said? Final answer.
That is incorrect. You got 10 seconds for your second answer.
Can it be any of the girls? Like
Billy Hands.
Jason Wig or Kate
Tina
McKinnon?
Kate
Tina-
McKinnon. No,
Kate McKinnon.
I need an answer.
Kanan McKinnon. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Could it be like Kristen Wiig?
I was thinking Kristen Wiig as well.
I don't watch SNL.
Sure.
Or is it Kirsten or Kristen?
5 seconds.
Kristen.
Kristen
Wiig,
Wiig,
just like-
final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Daryl Hammond.
Whoever that is.
Whoever.
Gucci, Prada.
Good for
An
them.
white guy.
I
I
like
don't
it.
watch SNL. I'm sorry.
Billy does.
All right,
Yes.
to Bear Essentials. Alec Baldwin has the most hosting gigs of Saturday Night Live at 17 episodes. Who has the second most hosting gigs at 16?
Is it Tina Fey?
I don't know.
She would make sense. She was a former cast member.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just go for it?
15 seconds.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Tina Fey, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Honestly,
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
that's not.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks final.
No, I think you're going to be mad at yourself, Billy. I think this was gettable. This was Steve Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it is a 3-point game. We have 2 categories left, so it is not over yet. And we head to the category of music.
Okay.
Do we want to use our extra time here? Or...
Sure, why not? Extra time.
Use
Okay.
we'll use extra time. Yeah, because
Might as well.
Sure. Fuck
Y'all are some doppelgangers here.
Driver,
Yeah,
shut up.
bitches.
Driver, shut up. You have a double dip, bitch.
It's true.
It's not my fault you used it wrong.
Not my
That's
fault.
fine.
Billy sucks.
All right, 45 seconds to both teams here. Here is the music question to Glitterati.
Billy Hands.
Billy Hands. In November 1995, the song One Sweet Day was released and remained at number 1 for 16 weeks. It was a collaboration between Mariah Carey and what musical group?
Boys to Men.
Before, because fuck you. I was going to ask if it was Boys to Men. Boys to Men, final answer.
It is Boys to Men. Good job.
Sorry.
Blake, you decide who gets that one. All right, here is a question to Bear Essentials.
If it's a
In July
Chris.
2011, the song Moves Like Jagger was released.
Christina Aguilera.
Christina
Are you
Aguilera.
fucking joking?
Yeah.
Are you fucking joking? We're gonna get 95 and they're gonna get 2011.
How long did it take you to get it? How long did it take you to get it? 0.2 seconds.
Don't piss me off, please.
All right.
Piss me off.
Our
Should I
next
have to
category
finish
is
art?
Oh, Lord.
Ma'am.
All right, no
Please.
one has anything really. So here, well, Bear Essentials has your double dip. So here is the question to Glitterati. Celadon is a shade of what primary or secondary color?
Is it blue or is it green? Wait. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Celadon, Silurian. What's
I feel
Silurian?
like
I think
it's
it's
blue.
like blue or purple. One of the two.
I think it's blue.
I'm happy with blue. Yeah.
Blue final.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to
Fuck.
steal.
I think it's green. The only thing is that the grass type gym is in Celadon City in Gen 1 Pokemon.
That's his exact. Pokemon was
Should I
exactly.
double dip on another color?
You can't double dip on a steal.
We can't double dip on
Oh.
a steal. I would just.
So you
I
say
think
green?
Go green, green.
Okay, green. Final answer.
Yeah, it's green.
Fuck me.
To Bear Essentials. Gamboj? Gam. I don't even know how to say this one.
Double
You can
dip.
read it. It is a shade of what primary or secondary color?
This is giving
Very
me yellow.
obviously
Kind of.
Gamboki.
it's low-key giving me a little orange, but
Yellow or
I think-
orange?
I
we
think
have a
it's
double dip,
yellow.
right?
Yeah.
Just do the double dip with yellow and orange.
Okay, double dip on yellow.
That is correct.
Okay.
Slay.
Good job.
And
Nice.
this is out of reach, but oh wait, that was the last category. Never mind,
Yeah.
we're done. Congrats to Bear Essentials on your victory
Period.
tonight. You are in
Yay.
the,
Good job,
you're
you
in the
guys.
win column.
Thank y'all.
And
Good
Glitterati, your first win will have to wait at least one more week. But
I'm
otherwise,
so pissed that
I actually
That's
hope that you beat the next team so that we look better.
You're gonna get a very strongly worded message from HTC